a little pool. We're waiting for the sun to go down a little bit because we're gonna go on a run today. But we're waiting for the sun to go down a bit because it's way too hot. I'm with the table a little bit. So we're just gonna be practicing before we go on the run. That I wanna go on a run, but it's way too hot right now. So we're waiting for the sun to go down a bit so we can do that. So today I did work out earlier. Of course, I didn't go live while I was working out because I worked out with my grandma and my brother. So I didn't film that. Va a salir en live. So triangles here. So yeah, in a bit we're gonna go on a run. Like I said, we're just waiting for the sun to go down so we can do that. And the way we're gonna do it is basically gonna be in a hit basically a hit workout, high intensity interval training, which how we're gonna do it, it's gonna be so we're gonna be basically running for a minute, and then we're gonna be walking for like 3 minutes to let our heart rate go down. And the reason for doing that, the reason for running and then walking for 3 minutes to let your heart rate go down, that's basically so what that basically is doing is of course it's making your heart rate go up and then go down. So that's basically after you're done with the more soy capaz with the workout. After you're done, you're gonna still be burning fat for 48 hours after you're done with your workout. So yeah, that's the reason we're doing it. We're just running, but we're doing it in that format so we can actually so the format that we're doing basically is running for a minute, and then we're gonna be walking for like 3 minutes to let our heart rate go down, and that's gonna make you burn fat even 48 hours after you're done with that workout. So that's what it's called. That's what's called a high intensity interval training. And we're gonna do that, but we're waiting for the sun to go down a bit because it's way too hot right now. So we're just practicing 8 ball pool. Damn it. So yeah, so today I did do a leg workout. Of course, I didn't film it because I was working out with my brother and my grandma, so I didn't film that. But the workout for today is basically gonna be the high intensity interval training, which we're gonna do it in a few minutes while we're just waiting for the sun to go down a bit. So that's bowling hand, so I gotta shoot it that way. Bowling hand again. So I'm gonna keep on getting bowling hand until I hit this one. Until I hit the stretch first. So that made it even harder. So this weekend, well, not this weekend, next weekend is when we have the hotel. And if you know, I have been filming every hotel that I go to because I got this Marriott cards. And yeah, I have just been filming every hotel that I go to since I got them. And basically, for okay, so I did touch it. And I basically got them for to get the most out of my stay. So to get points to redeem them to get more nights at different hotels, and I just film every hotel that I go to, so I'll have the video for it. Right, and it's very hot right now, so that's why we're just waiting in here till the sun goes down a bit, so we can start the high intensity interval training. And like I said, what that does basically helps you even 48 hours after you're done with the workout, you're still burning a body fat, stored body fat. And also, if you don't know, I've been doing intermittent fasting for like a really long time now, about like 2.5, 3 months. And yeah, I don't feel really feel hungry throughout the day, so I have more energy throughout the day. I also have more time to basically just do stuff, probably because I'm not thinking about food most of the time. And with intermittent fasting, if you don't know what it is and you don't know what it does, it helps with inflammation, energy, a better sleep. It helps with your metabolism, your calorie deficit, since you are eating less, eating at a special time. It does, however, matter what you break your fast with. So if you break your fast with carbs, of course, your sugar level is gonna rise. Like it's gonna go up like extremely. And then if you break it with protein, though, that will not happen. You can still eat your carbs, but after you have your protein, and it will make it have less of an impact than if you eat Then if you eat carbs right after you break, if you break your fast while eating carbs, so that's mainly what you want to do. Break your fast by eating protein, not carbs. You can still have your carbs, but after you have had a protein first. Ball in hand. All right, let's see who's here. What's up? I'm playing some pool games. Just practicing some pool before I go on a run and do the high intensity interval training. That was bad. I don't think I'm okay. Let's do it. Hmm. Here, let's hit the purple. Alright. So it's ball in hand, but since I'm playing by myself, ball in hand, I gotta shoot it that way. So I'm gonna hit the green. There we go. Oh, ball in hand. So I did make that ball, but I did hit my ball first. There we go. Alright, black over there. There we go. Turn this fan on. You look like Wolverine without his beard. Alright. Hopefully the sun goes down after another game. So we can do the high intensity interval training. So we did work out earlier. Of course, I didn't go live on doing the workout because I was working out with my grandma and my brother. So I didn't go live while doing that workout. But we are live right now. Where's There we go. So here, I gotta check what time it is. So it is 6:16. All right. So hopefully the sun goes down after this game. And I always start from here because it has the best possibility of making a ball, but it also has the best possibility of making the white ball. But either way, I like to start from here. They will made that. All right, we made the stripes. I don't know how that didn't fall, but okay. All right, let's ball in hand. There we go. Perfect. I don't think I can see it there. Yes, I can. Oh, no, I cannot. I won't be able to hit it there. Yeah. All right, ball in hand. I gotta shoot from here that way. Hmm, bruh. Ball in hand again. So whoever just joined, we're waiting for the sun to go a little bit down, so we can do a so we can do the high intensity interval training. Which how we do it is basically we run for a minute, then for like 3 minutes we let our heart rate go down, and then we run again for another minute. So we do that. We do like 4 cycles of that. Right there. All right, so let's play another one. We do 4 cycles of running and then walking and like that. And basically, what that does, that makes you burn a body fat even 48 hours after you're done with the workout. So with cardio, let's say with cardio, just like a treadmill, a lot of people go to that to just lose body fat or just burn a lot of calories. The thing about just going on a treadmill is that it only burns calories while you're actually on the treadmill. It doesn't burn calories after you're done with that workout. So by doing high intensity interval training like the one I explained, you're burning calories and burning a stored body fat even 48 hours after you're done working out, which is not really a workout, but after you're done with it, you're burning body fat even 48 hours after. And if you combine that with fasting that I'm already doing, uh, it is two really great things that you already have to burn to get the maximum uh, body fat burning that you can. So just like I said last game, I like starting from there because you have the best percentage of being able to make it, but you also have the best percentage of being able to make the white ball. What's wrong, Leo? What's wrong? You wanna go inside? Alright, I just put my dog inside. Okay, so I'm gonna go for solids. Not exactly how I planned it, but it's okay. I don't know how that didn't go in. I made two solids. I gotta watch out with the 8. Kinda knew that was gonna be ball in hand, but I'm scared to hit the 8. So I'm gonna hit the green. That was such a bad shot. No, 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 no. Shit. Ball in hand. I almost just lost the whole game. Shit. Ball in hand again. Ball in hand, bruh. So I gotta hit the yellow one. Bruh. Brother. Brother. There we go. Still in trouble. Yeah, ball in hand again. Oh, there we go. Okay, this hole. There we go. Alright, let me take a water break. I'm gonna play later with my dad. and I think my uncle and my cousin's boyfriend are coming over. All right, let's do another game. All right, let's see when the sun sets, cause I'm trying to go on a run. So hopefully around 7, the sun will start going down. So we can do the high intensity interval training. Where did I put my water bottle? Right here. It goes down at 9. Damn. Where you at? Here, let me put the fan a little bit more over here. Madeira. You're not that far. Here it goes down at 8:22. But it's way too hot right now to go out, to go on a run. So I'm waiting a little bit. That's why I'm playing some pool games. I'm waiting a little bit to see if it goes down so I can go on that run. And basically what the run is gonna be. So I'm gonna be running for like a minute. I don't really have a timer, but basically in my head for a minute. And then I'll be walking for like 3 minutes to let my heart rate go down. And then so what that basically does, it helps you burn body fat even 48 hours after you're done with it. Bruh, what the hell? What the hell? Bruh, bruh. Alright, let's break that bunch right there. Actually, no, because I wanna get the stripes. So this is what I'm gonna do. There we go. It almost didn't drop. Perfect. Bruh. Bruh. Alright, over here. Green. Bruh. Almost. Not quite. That's gonna hit. Ball in hand. Bruh. Can't hit that. Trying to get that one. And now if I make that one, how the hell am I gonna hit it? At least I got it a little bit out. Bruh. Oh, that green one is really... Right, so we're gonna get it from here. Ball in hand. Alright. Think I can make the red there. Yep. Alright, here we go. That green one is really giving me problems. There. Shit. Watch, I'm gonna end up making the black ball. Okay, there we go. Gonna hit it there. Bruh. Finally. All right. So bowling hand, and I gotta hit it that way. I can't fucking, what the hell? I gotta move this one out the way. Yeah. Oh my god. Back to bowling hand. Nah, I'm moving both of this. Okay, you can go in. Bro, what the hell? There we go. Alright, let's try to. We're gonna go for here. Nope. Alright, shock. And we're gonna go. We're gonna go to that corner over there. Bruh. That corner. Finally. Alright, guys, so like I said, on Thursday we finished the third day of 600 push-ups. We got the next 600 on Monday, so it's gonna be fourth day of 600 push-ups. And I don't know who was here when I said it, but we're not doing the push-ups every day. So we're doing one day, we're doing the push-ups. The next day we're gonna do a workout, and we're gonna be rotating it. And again, my goal with the push-ups is to get to 1,000 push-ups a day. So that is gonna take a very long time to get to 1,000 push-ups a day, because I gotta do 600 for 6 days, 700 for 7 days, 800 for 8 days, and like that until we get to 1,000 for 10 days. It is gonna be hard, and it is gonna take a really long time, but we we're gonna take breaks in between depending on how my joints feel. And I don't wanna get injured. I don't wanna risk an injury and then not be able to do no push-ups at all. So I would rather a take some time off and recover, instead of just hurting myself, like pushing through and just hurting myself and not being able to do anything at all. So like I said, we're waiting for the sun to go down a little bit because it's way too hot to go on a run right now. So we're just playing. some game of pool. So I made a stripe and hand a bowling hand. So bowling hand, I gotta shoot it that way. So just to make it harder, since I'm playing by myself, I'ma do solids. All right, so I didn't make it, but all right, there we go. There we go. All right, this hole right here. We're gonna go for this one. All right, so the sun is going down a bit now. All right, so that's bowling hand. So bowling hand, it is here. I could. So if it's bowling hand, I could normally just put it there. But since I'm playing by myself, we gotta shoot it that way. All right. Let's see what we can do there. I'm calling this hole bowling hand. All right, I'm calling that one. There we go. All right, last game, I believe, before the sun goes, not goes down, but is resting a little bit. Hopefully, it's a little bit more down when I finish the game. So I do later on, since my dad is playing, I do wanna go live and film that. Just because basically you guys have been watching me just play by myself, just practice basically, and it's really unfair basically to play by yourself, and it's kind of hard too because since it's so easy. All right, let me take some water. All right, so the battery just ran out on my fan, so I'm gonna change the battery. Put this one to charge. Take this one. Okay. So right now, let's see what time it is. Right now it is 6:49. Hopefully, if I finish this around like 7, hopefully the sun is a bit more down. And I made the white ball. All right. So the reason why I always start from here is you have the high chance of making a ball, but you also have the high chance of making the white ball if you hit it too soft or if you hit it too hard. So you gotta use the right amount of force. But this way also breaks all the balls, which makes the game better. So I always like to start from here. See, it made the white ball and it made a stripe. Now normally I wouldn't care if I just make the white ball to start off because we don't play like professionally or anything. We're just trying to play to have fun. So right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the I'm gonna get this red one in first. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna get the green one in. Oh, I did not get it in, but that's okay. There we go. Oh shit. I messed up by hitting it like that, but I still made it. Alright, so we got the brown one left. Oh shit. Alright, black. I'm gonna try to make it in here. Alright, black over there. Again, black over there. Oh god. Well, let's see what we get. Alright, we're going over there. Ah, shit. Okay, we're going over there. Alright. We're doing one more game. This is the last game, and we're gonna go on the run after. Alright, let me get more water. What's up? You got 9 lives. So after this game, we're gonna go on the run because the sun is going a bit down. And if it gets stronger, we're not gonna play. We're just gonna sit down and I'll just be talking until the sun goes down. Never heard that. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna play this game. I think the sun is gonna go down after this game. And the reason we're not going is just because it's very, very hot right now. So we're trying to wait a little bit. And today we did work out. We did some legs, but I didn't film that because, of course, I was working out with my grandma and my brother. And other news. I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if you guys been here before, but I'm a personal trainer. I mean, I haven't worked in the gym as a personal trainer or anything. I just got the certification a few years ago, and I haven't really worked on it. But I got like the knowledge and all that. But my dad, he wants to start the gym again. He's 46. He wants to start the gym again, and I'ma basically just be his trainer. And we're gonna work out here at the home gym I got, and I'll be filming that. I don't know how that didn't go in. There we go. All right, guys. This is the reason you train with both hands. Not that. Never mind. Don't look at that one. All right. So that's ball in hand. Bruh. How didn't that go in? Bruh. So Ballingham, we got the black ball. I'm gonna go over there in that hole right there. All right, let's. Shoot. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Eh? ¿Por qué? All right, hold up. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, guys. My mom just needed something from the laundry. All right, so we're gonna sit down for a bit. So the reasons we're not doing the push-ups every day is basically because so se- from doing way too many push-ups, so we finished the hundreds, the 200 for 2 days, the 300 for 3 days, the 400 for 4 days, 500 for 5 days, and then we started the 600 for 6 days, for 2 days, and then we took a 1 day rest because my wrist just starting hurting from just doing like too many push-ups and from probably working out in the morning too. So I felt like that was too much. So we are doing it every other day. We're doing the push-ups. Now the day that we're not doing the push-ups, we're probably gonna do a workout over here. We're probably doing a live workout, or we're just doing something else, going on a run. You are gonna get a live either way. So I will be going live almost every day. If I don't, I'll probably let you guys know that I won't be going live. But yeah. So right now we're gonna go on a run. We're gonna do a high intensity interval training, and the way we're gonna do it, we're basically gonna be running for a whole minute, and then after that minute, we're gonna start walking for like 3 minutes. And I basically say 1 minute and then 3 minutes. But basically, you're gonna run until your heart starts beating like really fast. And then you start walking until your heart until your heart starts beating at a not a resting rate, but at a normal rate. And then you do it again. You're gonna do that 4 times in a row. Basically, what that does is it burns body fat even 48 hours after you're done doing it. So in that way, okay. So when people wanna lose weight, the first thing they do is cardio. So basically, like they go on a treadmill, they do 30 minutes of a treadmill and all that because they're burning calories. But the thing about doing that form of cardio or just do going on a treadmill, that only burns calories while you're actually doing the exercise. Once you're done, once you get off the treadmill, you're not doing anything. You stop burning calories. That's it. So by doing high intensity interval training, you are still burning calories and store body fat even 48 hours after you're done with the workout. And especially if you're fasting, you're combining with fasting too. Fasting. So right now I'm doing a 20 and 4, so 20 hours of fasting, 4 hours of my eating window. So after 12 hours of fasting, since your body doesn't have anything to break down, it starts using it starts using a stored body fat for energy. So it starts burning your body fat. So yeah, 12 hours after not having anything in your system, since it doesn't have anything, it starts using the stored body fat as energy. So that is one of the main reason for fasting. So like after 12 hours of not having anything, you burn body fat, and once you get to your eating window, it is good to not break your fast. It is, well, breaking your fast also matters. So if you break it with protein, it's completely fine, because protein takes a long time to break down. You're not gonna be hungry in an hour. Uh, so since it takes a long time to break down, your sugar doesn't spike or anything, and it's protein. But if you break your fast with carbohydrates, that is like once it goes in your body, it becomes straight sugar. So your sugar level spikes, and you have a crash throughout the day, and you're also hungry an hour after. So you can have your carbs, but have it after your protein. It's recommended to have your carbs, some type of carbs, even if you're fasting, but have it after your protein. Break your fast with protein first, because it is your sugar won't spike. You won't get hungry in an hour, and it is just better for you, since you are actually fasting. You won't have any crashes. You'll have energy, reduce inflammation. Uh, you're alert throughout the whole day, basically, because you're not thinking about food all the time. So fasting is one of the main intermittent fasting is one of the main things that you should do, not just to burn a stored body fat, but just in general, more mental focus, more energy. You don't crash throughout your day, throughout the day. So of course, you break your fast with protein. You can have carbs after. It's not gonna have the same effect as if you break your fast with carbs. So it's not the same thing. So in a few seconds, we're gonna go on the run that I'm talking about, and I'll basically be running around the block. So we're gonna be running basically for your heart rate to go up, and then you're gonna be walking for a long time till your heart rate settles. And then you're gonna be doing that 4 times in a row. So let me get my wallet and save space, since we're gonna be running. And probably later on, uh, I'll probably film the pool game that I will do with my dad or my uncle, if they come. My uncle and my cousin's boyfriend, if they come. But yeah, right now we're gonna go work out. We're gonna go for that run. So let me put this down and drink some water. All right. Wait till my dad goes. Oh, ahí va la hora, papi. All right. So the sun has gone